Are you like running this?
Yeah, I'll slow down here. Yeah, that's the trail. The elevator's broken.
I'm down to the last few weeks of training before Ironstone 100k. After taking the year off in 2023, I've had a slow start getting myself back into shape. So, I'm using these last few weeks to find the answers to two big questions I have. The first question is simply, would I be ready in time? There's only one way to find out. Although my weeks were filled with a lot of hilly trail runs, and a lot of blue shirts apparently, my mileage was still much lower than I would have liked. Tuesdays was extra hills and leg workouts, otherwise known as Destroy the Lawn Day. To get ready for the horrible rail trail at the start of Ironstone, I added in more flat runs. I mostly did this by skipping the post-game ice cream and running home from my daughter's soccer games and practices. I even did my first run on a track since I can't even remember when. Overall, I'd say things went pretty well, other than the occasional hiccup. So I just pulled up to a trailhead to go for my run, and I realized I forgot to pack my running shorts. So I'm just going to head to a Walmart nearby and see if I can find a suitable pair there. Well, I couldn't find a decent pair of running shorts, but I did find myself a $9 bathing suit. It'll do. No, it won't. After I put on the bathing suit, I tripped almost right away.
Alright. I blame the new bathing suit. Okay.
Could have been worse, at least I didn't forget my shoes. Speaking of shoes, the second big question was whether my shoes were even going to work for this race. I've been wearing Ultras for years. They're super comfy and I love wearing them, but I'm tired of every pair ripping apart prematurely. And I'm tired of adding my own cushioning to get rid of the zero drop madness. So, as much as I love wearing them, it was time to see what else is out there. I got myself a pair of Salomon Glide Max TRs. They appeared to have a decent sized toe box, some nice deep lugs, and my favorite feature of all, they were on clearance. They were fine on short runs, but I was getting some hot spots early on, so these were not going to do for longer runs. Next, I searched between my couch cushions for change and started a GoFundMe so I could afford some Topo Mountain Racer 3s. They have a nice wide toe box and deep lugs with an awesome grip. They're similar to Ultras but without the zero drop and hopefully better durability. So far I've been loving these, but to answer my question, I needed to get on some rough terrain as similar as I could get to both Ironstone and Eastern States 100. I needed a technical, rocky Sunday long run. A technical, rocky Sunday long run. In southern Ontario, the best place to head for these requirements would be the Bruce Trail. So with 2 weeks to go before Ironstone, today will be my last long run. Today I'm going to head out on a section of the Bruce Trail, which is actually going to be a race next weekend. Happy Trails Racing came out with a great idea. A point-to-point race along the Toronto section of the Bruce Trail, which is exactly 50k. And so I'll head out and do an out and back on part of it. It's very technical, so it's perfect for training for Ironstone, as long as I don't injure myself along the way. I would love to have done this race, but the race sold out right away. So I'll volunteer at the race next weekend. So today I'll go out and run a portion of it and have a look at the trails and see what people are going to be in for next weekend. So I parked closer to the south end of where the race is going to take place. So what I'll do is head northbound for a bit, turn around, come back. I can refuel at the car if I need to, and then I'll go southbound a bit toward near where the race ends. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully no rain. We'll see.
Starting to get some more rocky stuff. You can imagine in a race, there's going to be some injuries for sure. I just stubbed my toe. Ow. Hitting a lot more rocks now. I don't recognize this. These Bruce trail markings are easy to follow, as long as you look at them. I think I gotta go back. Just over 2K in and I get lost already. It's not like I volunteered to direct people next weekend. I guess I did. This part is tricky to run. It's this thin little tree line between a few fields, and the trail just kind of weaves through the trees and it breaks up your rhythm. You know what else breaks up your rhythm? Constantly pulling out a camera to film things and talk to yourself. Finally, a hill. A lot of this section is actually not very hilly. It's a lot of flat fields. I'm entering limestone conservation area right now. And this has a bit more up and down. Came in here. Here I am. I'm heading over here. There's a hole in the wall over there. Okay, hole in the wall. I believe this is where I'll be directing people. 150 runners coming through. If there's public as well, might be a little tight. Yeah. Well, just get a good sprint going and don't let up. You'll be fine. Trail goes straight, but I'm just having a quick look. A bit of history, if you want to learn it. I'm busy. Okay, leaving Limehouse, heading north. A couple roads, then I'll be back on the trails. Mosquitoes are bad today. Running is fine, but it seems like they all know when and where I want to stop to pee, and they ambush me. Number 2 is out of the question. I remember this. Barbed wire. Last time I passed through here, caught my sleeve on the barbed wire, put a hole in my favorite shirt. Okay. Gonna go a bit farther and then turn around. These tall, odd-shaped benches that go over the fences are handy. I forget what they're called. They actually have a name. I'll look it up later. Okay. I keep passing these boot cleaning devices. I guess they don't want you to track mud and things from one ecosystem to another. Odd. It's not like I'm coming from Australia or something, or Chernobyl. It's probably for a good reason, I guess. I'm not crazy about running through fields like this. All the overgrown grass and weeds and wildflowers. Can already feel the itching later. Oh, Even better. Great. Oh, this is getting thick. What am I, the first person here this year? There we go, trail clearing. My volunteering duties at next week's race are already done. Okay, 6th line. This will be the 15k turnaround point from my car. All right, heading back. There's a lot more people midday. Tight squeeze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like running this?
Yeah, I'll slow down here. There's a race here next weekend.
Is there? There's
Maybe
a race in there?
150
on these rocks?
150 people are going to go through here.
Oh my god. 149 are coming up.
Somebody's getting hurt. Take care.
Yeah, when you're 18.
Yeah, that's the trail. The elevator's broken. There we go, I just directed people. I'm a professional. There we go. All right, that's 30. Get a drink and some food. And we'll get a few more K. This is the hard part, getting all comfy and then going back out. Meanwhile, I've got a nice cold beer, some guacamole and nachos waiting for me at home. Also a wife and kids waiting for me at home, but beer and guac too. Time to get back out there. Okay, we're about to start hitting some of the rocky sections. Okay, that's the turnaround. Back to the car. Ended up at 40k. Let's go home. I'm back. This time volunteering. My job is to kind of stand here and direct runners through the crevasse and make sure there's no fights between pedestrians and runners.
Most of my time was spent waiting around. I would direct runners in the right direction when they came by, then wait around some more. Direct some more runners, then wait around some more, and give out the occasional high five. I have to admit, I was getting jealous watching all of these runners pass by, but I knew I had my own race coming up the following weekend to prepare for. So, at the completion of these final few weeks, did I get the answers to my questions? Well, when I removed my shoes after the 40k run, I had some scratches under the tongue where the laces were tied. Very minor though. More troubling were the cuts that had started on both Achilles. Not an issue at 40k, but at 100k or 100 miles, this will be an issue. We'll see how it goes. As for the bigger question, was my training enough to get my body prepared to climb up and down horrible rocks and cover 100k? Was I ready? Who cares? Let's go break some ankles and have some fun.